Okay, here we are back in the booth for some more Virginia State 10 ball action here at the Diamond Billiard Room, Midlothian, Virginia. Um, 64 plus men and 16 plus ladies started off today at noon. Some of them are gone, some of them are left, and here we have another match coming on the undefeated side between Mr. Scott Roberts from Lynchburg, Virginia, playing out of the clubhouse billiards. A stop on the action tour this summer. We'll be there for a bar table event, and uh, uh, and a young gun named Justin Martin. Don't really know this young man, but to get to this point, he has to play pretty good. I get that from real good intel from Mr. Mr. J.T. Ringgold, who's sitting next to me. Says he plays real good. And oh, okay, he does. He didn't hit them like a boy. So here we go. Uh, he's up against Scott Roberts, who's been playing very, very well on the action tour. Scott finished runner-up in the tour championship last December at Q Master Billiards, and had several high finishes on the action tour, and a real good player. And I have it on good authority that this young man here is another of these straight shooting kids that are just starting to come out of the woodwork. That was a nice Z shot, falling right between the 310 and for all intents and purposes, in line. I'm George Hammerbacher. I'm voice the action tour. This is my beginning of my 8th season on the mic, and the 7 and 8 are going to be the puzzle here a little bit, but if Justin can get a little angle on the 6, he should be able to do some business here. Very, very fluid looking boy. Fluid action with the stroke from those first few balls, with maybe even a slight pause at the very end of the backstroke. Gonna roll up on the 7 a little that way. Outstanding. He's on his reach side of the table though on the 8, I think. It's on the right-hander's easy side, and it's on the lefty's reach side. Doesn't have to reach for it from there. He's got several options here. He can either pinch and draw it off of there, or, which I think he's going to do, play another half a Z shot. Oh, man. Yeah, the intel was good. I think this young man can play some. Justin Martin runs out like Johnny B. Good. Takes a 1-0 lead in this match over Scott Roberts. Do you know where Justin's from? North Carolina. Wow. There in Virginia and North Carolina, lots of good young players. Outstanding. This is a race to 8, 10 ball. For any of you just tuning in, 10 ball is a rotation sport where, other than the opening break, you get to have to call all shots, and including your safeties. And if you call safety and make a ball, your opponent has the option to have you shoot again, or you make it in a pocket other than you called. 10 ball does not count on the break. Scotty broke him great. And he has a very, very attractive layout in his own right here to work with. Very attractive layout. Pocketed the 7, or pocketed the 4 ball. It has a real nice opportunity here. He can fall right on the 2 in the side with doing nothing to the cue ball. Might have bought himself a little straighter on this shot than he might have liked. Okay. These shots are tricky, as the ball always wants to tumble towards the rail against the grain of the cut, especially shooting over top of the ball. He hit it well. Let me see if Scott can answer the run with the run of his own. All right, he's going to play the low left ball a little bit, and or center left, and try to go and play the 7 in the same hole would be my guess. Hit that one with a little gusto. Hiya. Oh, Scotty. No, no, no. Don't do that. Two games to nothing. That was an unfortunate miss there for Mr. Scott Roberts. Ran out good and stumbled at the finish line. We got a registered rec inspector here. See, that maneuver and the one with the hand is, I'm not in this, but good looking young player here. Doesn't look like he's 20 years old yet, hardly. Might be older, but they all look young to me. Yeah. They all look like babies to me. Might have the carom here if the two doesn't go. The two goes, he's might be have another routine out. Routine. Even on the correct side of the ball, too. That's pretty good. 2 rails back, I think. Back and forth and right to where he is. Justin Martin takes a quick 3-0 lead here in this match over Scott Roberts. Scott ran the second game, missed the 10 ball after a break and run. And I believe that was a break and run too. So it's not easy on that table, but when you break the balls as good as this kid broke those first 2 games, they just wow, Bruner's on the loser's side. I heard him call a race to 7. Chris Bruner's on the loser's side. That's a lot of good players here. Somebody beat them. Oh, okay. Well, there. That's not a long shot. Scott hit them a glancing blow. Didn't strike them with the authority that. This will probably be Justin's first non-performance shot of the entire match. Or a push out. Well, Justin fans on the shot, and Scott has ball in hand and might try to get him on 2 fouls pretty quick. Good strategy here. That's so-so. He might even let him hit the ball. Scott should have had him locked down there. That was almost as bad as dog in and out. Ball in hand, you playing this level.
Still in the winter side.
I had two easier players, sort of.
Ain't nobody easy out here.
I had a good draw. I had a hint of JT guys, you know.
That's why you still win.
Nothing reached the cushion. Couple got close, but nobody wiped their feet on the rail, so it's ball in hand. Tough start to the match for Scott. He had ball in hand and one foul, and now all of a sudden his opponent's got ball in hand on an open table. This one may be a little tenuous. Let's see what you can come up with here. He's a little short on his position, it looked like. Maybe he wasn't. Never mind. All tap ins. You gotta watch the point on this one. Went to the near point, but he's might have to draw it around two rails from the bottom right, as he's almost got to hit the 10. We don't want to do that. Either the high left or like I said, he hit all middle diamonds too. Can never scratch doing that. That's just high percentage pocket billiards. Beautifully executed. This boy has played near perfectly to this point in time. He's ahead 4 games to nothing over a pretty salty foe, Mr. Scott Roberts. The Scott's been known to pull comebacks, but it's hard in this alternate break format when you get stuck 4-0 against a kid that breaks this good. The only thing I'll disagree with is touching the balls after the rack's off of it. I don't like that. I believe that's wrong myself. Some tournaments regulate against it too. But this one didn't, so if he's within the rules, I can't knock it. But Scott missed that 10 ball and the second rack, and this kid's done nothing but run out. Well, it's 5 and 6 or the are going. It's a possible combo, but. Oh, wow. Wow, he's on a line to go into those balls, 1 cushion. Or 2 rails. Or draw into them. No rails. This kid can flat out play, Dave. This kid here. He's fluid. See how fluid these young people are when they just he either goes into them one reel or he punches into them. I think he's going into him one reel. Did he get there? He's forced to kick. This might be the first ball he misses in the fifth game. Right thought he tried to catch him behind the six and just caught too much five ball. Poof. Yep. This looks as routine as the law allows. A little heavy-handed. You kept misjudging the speed going down table too.
Yeah. Don't remind me, George.
Of course I'm going to remind you.
Don't remind me. Come on, man. It's just so easy. I'm trying to make it a little tougher.
This boy's tough. They might have to just get his address and send him a check every month and tell him don't show up at the tournament and pay extortion. No, we won't do that. That would be no fun. He, 5 games to nothing. He brings that cue right under the right eye, comes through his chin, and has a style of his own. But it's that stroke. That stroke is real strong. Well, Scott got a little roll there. The cue ball was headed in, the 3-ball intervened, and 3-ball went in instead of the cue ball. He has a good angle if he can get past the 6. Oh, that one's in there deep. These are a real stroke tester when they're deep in those pockets. He isn't so sure he can catch this on any angle. He's got to come straight back. Not touch any cushions. Oh, he did all right with it. That's the first ball he's really missed. It's the only ball he missed. Look out, 7.
Balls just creep in front of you on this table, man, I'm telling you.
Well, we got a meteorologist over there. He's going to be checking wind currents momentarily. To see if there's any crosswinds in the backstretch. And it's awkward. Oh, good effort, Scott. But good try. Yeah. Yeah. Sold out.
Godspeed, soldier.
Table number 12. John Newton Amelia, table 12.
Might be playing for the 8 in the side. No. He had a bit different angle than I thought he had. But he's kind of funny on this ball. Kind of funny on it. Might have to roll to the short side. Six zip. Thanks again to Full Stroke Billiards Apparel, made in the USA. They're offering an exclusive 10% off to anybody watching this live stream. Simply enter 10% off during your checkout at www.fullstrokebilliards.com. Oh, he didn't quite get blanked on the break, and this is looking like another piece of cake. Natural to the deuce. He wasn't built for this shot. This kid can flat out play. He missed one ball, and that's it.
Scott just telling me.
And broke and ran out every other time. He ran out off a Scotch break. Just, he's evil. But he might end up in the high grass here. It depends on what kind of roll he gets on the six.
Table number 10, Nicole Key. Jacob Miller, table
Yeah,
name.
he might miss the six altogether. Oh, well, he's got the six locked up. Maybe.
I think it is barely good.
Might have it off the second cushion. He's got the line off the second cushion. The high left ball and flatten it between the first diamond and the side pocket, and he can get into that action. If that's what he chooses to do. Have fluid. Plays for it in the side and gets perfect. Look at this. That stroke's so smooth that, just, but it's got lots of speed too, though. He just breaks the daylights out of the balls.
Table number 12,
A little bit faster than he might like, but
table number 11, Gilbert Lennon. Jared Pitts, table number
scratch him. Yeah. He might be the next kid that can hit the 400-foot home run into the 15-mile-an-hour wind. Well, you might get your auto start working. He missed the ball on the side. That was it, and he had to play safe on that 5-6. That was about it. He played safe on a 1 ball. The only ball he missed was the 4 ball. He's evil. Evil. That ain't gonna happen, I don't think. Scott missed a 10 ball in the second game to tie it up at 1-1, and after that it's been tough sledding. Yeah, all you can do is take it with a.
It was only like 20 minutes. It was just that one match.
Fortunately, he's got a job. I don't know if that kid needs a job. There not be enough events for the likes of him to
Way to go, dummy.
get paid what he's worth. Let's see how he handles this ball. Let's see if he can twist this ball a little bit. Let's see if he's got some of those gesticulations. Is he going to play safe? He's playing safe on this ball. That's some real respect. Left him an open shot, I think. Good stroke. He wasn't built for this shot either. That kid plays good. Might have left Scott a shot at the 4-ball. Scott better put on his sunglasses because he's headed into the western setting sun. He's going to need shades from here. He's heading west. You look at me like I'm evil or something. You might win it. Yeah.
At least I'm in a good mood.
Yeah, well, what the hell?
Yeah, you know? This is the first time this has happened to me since Roberto Gomez on the same page.
He's evil. Evil. He's evil. A condemned man ate a hearty meal. Looking. A condemned man ate a hearty meal.
It's good for you every once in a while.
Well, I can honestly say if I lose, I'd much rather lose like this. Yeah. Than lose. Yeah, it's better losing than
I mean,
play fucking
you
jam up.
watched the whole match. He's played perfect. He's played perfect.
The only second. That's all I can stand. I can't stand no more.